is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. What we're doing tonight. This is how I fight my battles.
Hey, good morning. Hey,
You
Rich.
think you're lost?
Happy Wednesday, you guys. Hope you're feeling good this morning. I know my music is a little loud, but you know I like loud music. How are you guys doing? Morning, Mama. It's so good to see you this morning. Welcome back this morning to The Dwelling Place. I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I am a professional life coach. I live in the mountains of North Carolina. Just here sharing with you again this morning. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're excited for a new day today. I'm always excited for a new day. Hope you are. So this morning, we're talking about transitions in life. And it's going to be a powerful live today to talk through transitions and what it feels like when everything beneath your feet feels unstable. Or maybe a big change, something's rearranged in your life, or maybe you have a new opportunity, or you're leaving one season behind and you're transitioning into a new season. These are all really difficult life experiences that we face, and I think to really break it down for you a little deeper this morning and to talk about these transitions and how our lives rearrange, they are not collapsing. Even though we might think they're collapsing beneath our feet, life is rearranged over and over and over throughout our lifetimes. And so this morning is for you. If you're in the middle of a transition, maybe you have recently left one season of your life and you left something behind, you've gained clarity around what is good for you and you're moving forward in your life, this is for you. So welcome back this morning. Thank you, Santi. Richard, I see you back this morning. We've got Mama in. I see Paulo here this morning. Rich is already in. It's going to be a powerful, powerful morning. Welcome to The Dwelling Place. Good to see you guys. I'm not going to get started quite yet because I want to give some others some time to get on. But it's going to be a powerful morning this morning for you if you are transitioning or changing. Life is changing too quickly for you. And I'm just really excited to be here with you guys. So thank you. Spotted, I see you back, Lisa. I know you'll be over on YouTube. On YouTube yesterday, we had over 4,000 views and 113 likes. It's pretty powerful for YouTube. It's hard to get going on YouTube. It's been a little bit more challenging for me, but we've only been on there for a month and we'll cross over 1,000 followers very soon. So God is really moving in this family, and everything that I do and everywhere that I go, people just flock to it. And there's a reason for this, right? We're all searching. We're all seeking. We're trying to find healing. We're trying to find the tools and the resources to truly start over and begin our lives in a different way, like going a different direction this time, instead of staying backwards or feeling as though we're behind. So you can help me grow this by liking this live, sharing it, reposting it. Thank you, Kendall. Just being here every day, helping me meet my goals in this live. The gifts are really important because that is what lets TikTok know that this is content that people need. And so you're helping me to grow this every day. I see you, Cole Hearted. Thank you for that heart me. Thank you, everyone. You guys are the best. We have the best community ever. Al, thank you. Welcome to our family. Miss Debbie, I see you back this morning. If you're joining from whatever platform you're on this morning, just know that God loves you so, so much. And this morning is to help you to see how much He loves you through the changes. Because it's easy for us to begin questioning, does God really care? Does He know what we're going through here? Does He love us enough to sometimes change things for us or step in on our behalf when maybe we're not strong enough? So as we think through these things this morning, we're going to go really deep in transitions. Because there are seasons when life does not collapse, it is rearranging. And rearranging feels like instability before it feels like alignment. In Ecclesiastes, it reminds us to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. But Scripture does not promise seamless transitions between these seasons. It promises purpose within them. The sacred in-between is not chaos, it is divine restructuring. And restructuring shakes what was never meant to be permanent. Think about that for you. For many of you guys, you've been coming to this for such a while now that I hope that you've realized that these relationships, these circumstances, jobs, opportunities, things that you feel were ripped beneath your feet. Somebody left you. They said it wasn't for them, it wasn't for their future. Or maybe you left. Maybe something in you knows that that was not for you. But there's still sadness and grief involved in this transition. It doesn't mean it's easy to leave a relationship that you've been in and put so much energy and commitment and work into. Relationships are work. So it's hard to turn your back on something that you've gone all in, or maybe you thought it was for your future. And unfortunately, you had to learn the hard way that it's not, that it wasn't for your future, it was only for a season. So as we open this morning, the Bible didn't promise seamless transitioning between the seasons of our lives. When the ground shifts, your nervous system interprets it as threat. Predictability equals safety in our human brains. So when these roles change, relationships evolve, visibility increases, or doors close. Your body may react before your faith does. Proverbs tells us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The tension in the transitioning season is often the space between what you understand and what God is orchestrating. Your understanding wants immediate clarity. Trust allows gradual unfolding. Isaiah declares, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Notice the warning. It springs forth. But perception is lagging behind reality here. The new thing may already be forming beneath the surface while you still feel disoriented. Disorientation is not disqualification. It is evidence that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. And unfamiliar territory is where dependence deepens, our strength stabilizes, and our identities begin to root internally rather than externally. Some coaching points for you here. Instability and transition is often neurological before it is spiritual. Our perception is lagging behind our progress. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it isn't forming. And what feels like shaking may actually be the strengthening happening, occurring internally. So I have a coaching tool here for you here. If I can talk plain. Hey, Lone Ranger, welcome back this morning. I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what has specifically changed in this season? What is it that has changed that is weighing on you so heavily that you're having such a hard time releasing or letting go? What did you believe that change would guarantee? And what fears surface in you immediately when you think about change? When you think about a different approach to living, or maybe changing up your life entirely? Name the belief underneath the fear. What 3 qualities within you what are 3 qualities? And I'm going to ask you, if you have your journals this morning, or if you don't, grab a piece of paper, or just think about this with me. Write down 3 qualities within you that are not circumstantial. If you want to share in the chat, jump in. This is open communication. 3 qualities within you that are not circumstantial. It could be your character, discipline, faith, emotional intelligence, integrity. What are some non-negotiables? in your personality, in your identity, that are not circumstantial. These qualities are your portable stability. It's your foundation. It's what you're standing on. And we know that we must stand firm on our foundations. We know that we must build our foundations on rock so that we have a stable foundation. What does rock mean? I like to build my foundation on the Word of God. I like to go here because there's so much truth here. This is the truth. And you think, well, that's just a centuries old book. It's thousands of years old. How can it apply to my life today? How can it apply to who I am today or my decision making? I have some affirmations for you here. I want you to pick the one you love the most and type it into the chat. Number 1, I am steady even when my environment shifts. Number 2, I do not interpret unfamiliarity as danger. Number 3, God is working beneath what I can see. I want you to share your favorite. I'll be back in one moment.
The goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You will let me through the fire.
Let me through the fire.
This night, you were close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God.
All right, let's see what you got. Love that song so much. So Cole Hearted says 1, 2, and 3, especially 3. Richard, thank you for that gift. 2 and 3 for Richard. 3 for Miss Debbie. Carla, thank you for the gift. Love you so, so much. Welcome to our family. Brandy Talk with 3. Gersinho, welcome to our family. All right. So, a little sleepy this morning, crowd. So, I have some questions for you here. What part of this transition feels the most destabilizing and why? Where have you equated predictability with safety? Wake up, Cold-Hearted. Hey, Jenna. Good morning. Thank you for that gift. Thank you for the hearts. What internal strengths are being strengthened right now? As you ask yourself those questions, I'm going to ask you to go up and help me meet this first goal. I have 1 of 20 of little hearts in the center of your screen. Because if this is speaking directly to your current season, I'd love to see you type the word steady in the chat. Share this live right now with someone navigating quiet change. If this space grounds you, your gifts help extend this coaching to others while walking through their sacred in-between seasons. Thank you. I see you. Hey, Catherine. Debbie, thank you for that share. Brandy, thank you for the hearts. Speaking life into someone else through your gifting, through your support. So move into chapter 2. We cannot carry both seasons. I see you, Miss Debbie, was steady. Brandy Talk was steady. Polly was steady. Cold-Hearted was steady. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you for the heart me, Joey. Yes, make sure you put your heart me's. It's really important that you do this every day. We do have a flash gold that popped up here. Let's see what it is. It says 33 gifters send me an ice cream cone in the next 15 minutes. You know that ice cream is one of my most favorite things in the world. So if you want to gift me anything, that's always a safe bet. So I'm going to pin that one for you. 33 single different gifters. So, thank you, Jenna. I love you so much. Miss Debbie, thank you. Jenna with another one. Miss Brandy talk. Now I need 30. Jump on in there, everybody. So as we begin chapter 2, there's a moment in every transition where we must decide. Will I cling to what was? Or will I become what is forming? Jesus said plainly, no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the wine will burst the skins. In Mark chapter 2, verse 22. The problem is not the new wine. The problem is the container. Many people pray for expansion while gripping outdated structures, expired identities, and former versions of themselves. But you cannot carry 2 seasons at one time. The old must release its hold for the new to have room. We talked about this before, but when Lot's wife looked back, she turned into salt. She was warned, don't look back. A block of salt. The story is not about curiosity. It's about attachment. Looking back was not neutral. It revealed where her heart still lived. Transition exposes where your emotional loyalty remains. You may have physically left the old season, but are you still rehearsing it mentally? Are you still defending it? Are you still identifying with it? The sacred in-between demands emotional departure before physical advancement. Thank you, RJ. Isaiah declares, forget the former things and do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Notice the instruction. Do not dwell. Memory is natural, but dwelling is attachment. The intensity of transition comes from this truth. What carried you before cannot carry you forward. The grief is real. The nostalgia is real, but so is the call upward. And elevation requires surrender. It requires surrender. Attachment to the old season can sabotage your new season. Emotional loyalty, determining forward movement. Expansion, requiring a new internal container. New heart. So we're going to do an emotional loyalty check. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. We love you guys so much. Ask yourself these questions. What do I keep mentally revisiting? What version of your life, or my life, do I secretly wish I could return to? What identity feels safer than becoming today? Be brutally honest. Growth requires clarity. I talked to Pastor Dominic yesterday, and he's going to be helping with the Willow Way Foundation and supporting a few clients. As we grow this team of coaches, of supporters, of counselors, of professionals. It's important, right? That our ideal client is someone that comes in and they're ready to be honest. That is the number one. Ready to be authentic. Ready not to hide from their old patterns, their old behaviors, their old sin, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be about sin, because this is not a religious movement. This is a spiritual one. So we can either help you personally and it not be spiritual at all, or we can talk to you about spiritual growth and connection. How to connect with God, how to know that He's fully present with you. But if it's only leadership skills, if it's development, if it's personal growth and development for you, that's fine too. There's no judgment or shame. None. But to align with anyone, we must approach every circumstance with authenticity. Fully showing up as ourselves. Not trying to attempt to be someone or something that we're not. Thank you, Clutchy. Hey. It requires authenticity first and then acknowledgement. I'm ready to be honest, and I'm going to acknowledge the ways that I need to grow and develop. I'm going to acknowledge that I haven't been fully myself, that I haven't aligned with who I truly am. Many of my behaviors have not been in alignment with who God created me to be or who I really am. Thank you, Clutch. So the emotional loyalty check. What do you keep mentally revisiting? What version of your life do you secretly wish you could return to? And what identity feels safer than becoming? I need 25 more of you to jump up there and send me some ice cream this morning. It's my favorite dessert, so 25. Then we're going to talk about a container upgrade exercise. Complete this sentence with me. The version of me required for the next level is more blank. Type yours into the chat. Let's be vulnerable. This is an open space. It's a healing space for all. You can be vulnerable and it's open communication. So the version of me required for the next level is more blank. That's okay, Doyle. Sending you love today. Is it more authentic? Is it more patient? Is it more trusting? Stronger? Disciplined? Is more likely to set boundaries for myself? Is it calm? Do you have more clarity? More wise? Now ask yourself this question. What behaviors must die for this version of myself to live? The version of me required for the next level is more blank. And what behaviors must die for this version to begin living? Release it out loud. The no looking back commitment. Richard says flesh. That's so honest and vulnerable. We all have a fleshy side. And some of us have the stony side, the really hard side. But a fleshy heart to me doesn't mean the same thing as it used to. I used to think it was weak. A fleshy heart means that I feel and empathize and love like Christ. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cold-hearted. That was so sweet of you. So write this declaration. No looking back commitment. I release emotional loyalty to what no longer aligns with the next season. I Remove emotional loyalty to anything that doesn't align with who I am becoming. Breaking attachment, beginning with verbal authority. Which affirmation do you love the most? 1, 2, or 3? Number 1, I release the old without resentment. Number 2, I do not romanticize what I have outgrown. Number 3, I'm willing to become unfamiliar in order to expand. Type your favorites and help me meet this goal. I'll be right back. All right, let's see what you got, family. If you haven't typed yours, go ahead. I'm going to go back and review. 2 and 3 for Joey. Hey, Joey, good morning. Sending you love. Desiree with 1 and 3. Lots of love for you. Anyone else? 2 and 3. 1 and 3 for Richard. 1, 2, and 3 for Cold-Hearted. 1, 2, and 3 for Brandy. Clutch with number 2. Thank you for the ice cream cone, Brandy. All right. I have some questions for you. What part of your past are you still emotionally protecting? Where are you asking for growth but resisting change? All 3 for Doyle. I see you, Doyle. If you fully embrace the new season, what would shift immediately? That's okay, Miss Debbie. I release the old without resentment. I do not romanticize what I have outgrown. I'm willing to become unfamiliar in order to expand. If you fully embrace the new season, what would shift in your life immediately? Thank you, Dustin. Thank you for that. Brandy says, I see clarity and release false truths. Yes, Brandy. So, if you know that you cannot carry both seasons, type the word forward into the chat. If you know in your heart you can't walk in both seasons at once, there's something you have to release, you have to put behind you, you have to move forward. Good morning from Vietnam. Forward. I'm going to ask you to share this live right now with someone who is stuck between what was and what is next. And if this teaching confronts and strengthens you, your support fuels this work and allows these conversations to reach others when they're ready to move forward. I have 8 of 33 ice cream cones. Jump in. Chapter 3. Before we move on to chapter 3, I want to invite you guys to schedule your one-on-one with me or with a member of our team. Because there are some of you that are hearing this and it's like, I'm hearing this for the first time and I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I'm not quite sure how to move forward. I don't want to type the word forward because I'm still not quite ready to step forward. If this is you, you need a one-on-one discovery session. We need to talk through how I can support your growth, how I can support your life, how I can support you becoming in your next season. Because we've been stuck for too long. If we keep looking back, we turn to salt. Just this hard block of salt, like Lot's wife in the Bible. We become stagnant, incapable of moving forward. Thank you, Cold-hearted. They're a penny, right? Come on. We're all good, Cole. Thank you. So my link tree is in my profile. There are all kinds of resources there for you. You do not walk alone. This family is for you. This show, The Dwelling Place, is for you. You will not be judged here. You will not be rejected here. You will not be shamed or ridiculed. You will not be turned away. What about the loneliness of leveling up? There's a quiet cost to transition that few talk about. Isolation. This is not because you are abandoned. It is because you are ascending. You are rising. When Abraham was called out in Genesis 12, he had to leave what was familiar before he saw what was promised. Thank you, Clutchy. Elevation almost always requires separation. It's not as a punishment. It is as protection for you. I work with my coaching clients and I say you may need to put some separation there. Because if you're going at a relationship and you just keep going through these patterns of toxicity and arguments and fighting, and you want to bring change, but you're not quite sure how, because you're in this vicious cycle of things that you just can't overcome. You fall back into the same patterns every time. You start screaming and yelling and cursing, maybe even calling names. And you say, I don't know how to change this. There may need to be some separation there for a bit, because you need to process and come back stronger. It's time to strategize. If we keep showing up the same way we have every single time in the past, what happens? The same patterns, the same arguments, the same consistency and instability is beneath that relationship. There is no stability there. So if the relationship is important enough, if it means enough, if you want to carry it into the next season, if you feel led by God that this is the relationship that you're meant to be a part of, if you feel that you're a helpmate for this person, right? There are times that we're a helpmate and we're supposed to help them to grow and develop. This is through the tough criticism sometimes. It feels like criticism to them, but it's not. It's in the way that we approach them. So if you're looking for change in your current relationship, how could you approach it in a different way today? How can you show up differently? And might it require some isolation for you to give it thought, to really go and strategize and be intentional when you come back? As you grow, some relationships will feel strained. Conversations won't resonate the same. Environments that once fit you will begin to feel tight. This is not superiority, it is evolution. Paul wrote, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. Maturity changes language. It changes tolerance. It changes our appetite. When your appetite shifts, your environment must shift with it. If you look in the book of Mark, Jesus himself experienced this. He returned to his hometown and they could not receive him. Familiarity limited perception. Not everyone who knew the old version of you will understand the emerging one. That is not betrayal. That is growth. The sacred in-between often feels lonely because you are outgrowing rooms before you fully enter into the next one. Loneliness isn't in transition, is not emptiness. It's an incubation period. It's kind of like the little egg, and you put them in an incubator and you wait for them to, with the warmth and the nurturing that they're being given under that lamp. They're ready one day to crack open. And the egg has evolved and transformed into a beautiful little baby chick. It's that way in so many things in life. It's so symbolic of change, evolution, development, growth. So we know that Jesus experienced this himself, this rejection, this division from people that he thought would be supportive of him in his hometown. Growth changes compatibility. It's a sad truth. It's either willing to grow with you or you outgrow it. Could be a person, could be an environment, could be a job. Whatever it is, whatever you're outgrowing over there, know that the loneliness that you felt through this season has not been in vain. It's been a time for you to seek out clarity, for you to seek out truth. It's been a time for you to develop and grow closer to God and gain more wisdom around your next season. Elevation often feels isolating before it feels expansive. In this community, in this family, we are elevating every single day. We're growing in our connection in spirit, in truth. We're walking authentically as ourselves. Not everyone is meant to accompany us into every season. If they were only for a season, allow them to be. I'm going to do a compatibility assessment, your coaching tool here. Ask yourself these questions. Do my current environment support who I am becoming? Do my conversations reflect my future or my past? Where do I feel smaller instead of strengthened? This is not judgment. This is about alignment. And it requires you to be honest and be open. And then we're going to do a loneliness versus alignment check. Write these down for me. If you have your journal. If you don't, that's okay. April, you should bring your journal. I'm going to tell you guys, you should just start bringing your journal. Because we're going to have journaling prompts every day. And at least if you write them down after the live, you can go back and do your journaling later. So it could be really powerful for you. Am I lonely because I have abandoned myself? Sometimes this happens and we don't even know this as humans. We've abandoned ourselves and we feel this deep sense of loneliness. Or am I lonely because I am evolving? There's a difference here. One is disconnection from self. The other is growth. Thank you, Joey. Thank you for the Sunday bowl. Appreciate you. And then an environment upgrade strategy. Identify one relationship you can deepen through your intention and your acknowledgement in how you've been showing up and how you want to show up going forward. I see you, X-Tops. Welcome this morning. One relationship to deepen. Identify one environment to reduce exposure to. Ooh. Identify one space to intentionally seek what aligns with your next level. Leadership requires proactive alignment. It is hard. And it's good because, Brandy, you're a little further along than some people in our community here, because you've already identified a relationship to deepen, multiple relationships through our work together. Brandy's one of my clients, and she's one of my moderators, and she is growing and doing all these things for God. Like, it's powerful what this relationship between you and I, and me helping you to strengthen your relationship with God and help you to see that He does want good things for you. But sometimes we're self-sabotaging. We're creating these relationships and environments and circumstances in our lives, and we don't even realize it. So, Brandy, you're a little deeper in, so you may not have as many relationships you need to determine that need to deepen here, right? One environment to reduce exposure to: identify environments that are not safe for you, environments that are not good for you, that don't support your growth, that bring you down or keep you small. And one space to intentionally seek that aligns with your next level. What can you become a part of? You can come back here every day. This space absolutely aligns with your next level. Josie, is it as hard? Kathy, thank you for that heart, me. I love you so much. I have some affirmations here. I want you to choose the one you love the most. Number 1, I do not shrink to maintain comfort. Number 2, I honor growth even when it feels isolating. Number 3, the right connections will meet me at my level of maturity. God told me He would send the people to align with me. He told me not to worry about the people that judge me, that look at me and hate me immediately. He told me not to look at those people. He said, I will send you your people. Your people will come, was exactly what He said to me. Your people will come. So if you don't grow with me, you're not for me. You're not for the next season. If it's an environment that's not good for me, it's not an environment I want to be a part of anymore. If it's not good for my connection, my relationship with God, who I am, my identity, if it makes me feel shameful, if it makes me feel guilty, if it makes me feel like I'm doing something that God is not pleased with, I do not want it. And I don't want to be around people that provoke me into anger or provoke me into behaviors that are not aligned with who I am. So I've determined numerous environments that are provocations for me, that are not healthy for me. And if I'm saying over and over in the kindest, most compassionate and patient way, and you still keep poking and you still keep provoking, obviously I'm a human. So, one space to intentionally seek that aligns with your next level. I will not shrink to maintain comfort. I will honor my growth even when it feels isolating. Brandy, I see you. The right connections will meet me at my level of maturity. Your people will come. Where have you been minimizing yourself to maintain belonging? What relationships feel misaligned and why? If you fully stepped into your next level, what rooms would you naturally begin to leave? Share your thoughts in the chat. And go up and help me meet this gift. I'll be back in one moment.
My sin was great, your love was greater. What could separate us now? What a wonderful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing compares to this.
Nothing compares. What a wonderful name. So, I'm going to ask you right now, is this the first time you've ever heard this? Is this the first time you've ever thought about it from this perspective? If it is and you're confused right now, you feel scared, you feel, oh gosh, this is going to be tough work, you're right. But it's going to be work that is worthy of the time you spend. It will change your life. If you need one-on-one life coaching support, please visit my link tree. It is in my profile. You can click on the link and it will take you right directly to it. You can schedule your one-on-one discovery sessions. You can buy ebooks there to help you that will last you a full month, some of them, to have every day for you to be so consistent and so intentional with this next season. So whatever you're going through transition-wise, know that you're not walking alone, that you have a community here, you have a family. You have people that care about you, that want to see you elevating in your life, that want to see you taking back your future, going into your next season, the most strong and prepared and intentional version of you. If you feel yourself leveling up, type the words elevating into the chat and go up and help me meet this goal. It's in the middle of your screen. I have 8 more that I need. 8 more of you to jump in and put some hearts on the screen. I'm going to pin it again for you. $13 of 20. Thank you so much. Thank you, X-Tops, for the roses. Jonathan, thank you for the hearts. And I want to see who typed the word elevating into the chat just now. If you want to type yours, you got to claim this, right? You got to speak it out loud, family, because it matters to begin saying these things, to speak life into yourselves instead of constantly speaking more and more of the same. More negativity, more pain, more memories from your past. Elevating. Elevating. I see you, Cold-Hearted. I see you, Richard, Paulo, Brandy, D. Parker, Joey, Cash Money, Send Money My Way, Elevate, RJ, X-Tops, Elevate, Doyle, Elevating. Thank you, Cash. Share this live right now with someone you know is feeling isolated. In this moment, this very moment, let's see how many reposts we can get right now. If the space is strengthening you during your ascent, your rise, your gifts help sustain this work and expand it to others walking in their sacred in-between. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Cold-Hearted. Thank you, RJ. Chapter 4. Emotional authority in the in-between. Transitions do not just test our faith. They test our emotional governance. What is leading us? It's easy to feel steady when life is predictable. It's easy for us to feel confident when outcomes are clear. But when seasons shift, emotions surge. Fear, urgency, comparison, doubt. But the scripture says, he who rules his spirit is greater than he who takes a city. Proverbs 16:32. Thank you, Brandy. Authority is not proven in conquest. It's not proven in conquest. It is proven in self-control, self-leadership. The sacred in-between is where emotional maturity is either developed or exposed. When Peter stepped out onto the water in Matthew 14, verses 29 and 30, He walked until he shifted his focus from Jesus to the wind. The storm did not change, his focus did. Transitions feel stormy because circumstances are moving. But emotional authority is the discipline of choosing to focus. It is the refusal to let external instability dictate our internal chaos. You cannot always control the shift, but you can govern your response to it. 5 more, family. Paul writes, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind. A sound mind is not the absence of emotion. It is regulated emotion. It is fear, but not obeyed. It is anxiety noticed, but not enthroned. The sacred space in between is not meant to make you reactive. It is meant to make you resilient. This is where leaders are formed, not by circumstance, but by response. Thank you, Brandy. Emotional intensity in transition is normal, but it must not govern you. Focus determines your stability. Emotional regulation is a leadership skill, not a personality trait. So I want to talk to you about focus, because many of us have learning disabilities like ADHD, some touches of autism, dyslexia. There's all kinds of things that in our minds we believe are weaknesses. I was diagnosed with ADHD in my 30s. I just got a message. It just made me cry a little bit. So, because I feel God moving, and He's moving in the lives of people right now in this life. There are relationships that He wants to mend. There are relationships that we believe aren't for us, but over time He shows us that we are the helpmate here. And yes. God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Being able to focus, right? My ADHD kicked in. Brandy says we are the helpmate. You know, I don't ever want to see a marriage end. I never want to see that happen. But I also know that without both people being willing to work and being willing to jump in and put in the work and the effort and the intention, many times you see them end, right? It can't just be one person changing. It's got to be change that's happening together. And I think to grow up with ADHD and to believe that I had the inability to focus on anything, and then to realize that the things that I loved, I had no problem focusing on. And see, I love the work that I do. And I love that my relationship with God, and I love that He is with me, and I love walking with Him. And it's made it so much easier for me with ADHD to stay focused on God. You see, is it a blemish, or is it a negative to your personality to be able to be so focused on things that you love? And for you to decide you're going to focus on God and the mission He has put before us, and what He wants for us in our lives, and how He wants us to talk with people and help to grow and develop others. Think about that. My ADHD has become my superpower. It can become yours too. And I can teach you how. Schedule your one-on-one. View my link tree. And if one of my Brandies will share my link tree here, you can copy and paste it, but it's also in my profile. You can click on it from there. So easy. So let's do the pause protocol. When emotion spikes, I want you to pause for 10 seconds anytime you feel emotion beginning to take hold. 5 more hearts. Slow your breathing in this moment. Name the emotion specifically. I feel anxious. I don't want you to say, thank you, Brandy. I don't want you to say the same thing you used to say. Everything is wrong. Nothing goes right. I'm incapable of doing anything right. See, the way we talk to ourselves, the words that we say, we have to be so intentional. Because you saying everything is wrong is you covering your entire life. What does that bring? Hopelessness, depression. But you saying, I feel anxious in this moment, or I feel sad, or I'm overwhelmed right now. This is you saying, this is happening in this moment. This is not covering a multitude of your entire life. So, pause for 10 seconds. Slow your breathing. Name the emotion specifically. I feel blank. Not always, not every time, not everything. Don't cover everything. It's kind of like if I go into a meeting with an agent, all right, or I'm having a conversation with you. What would you respond better to? Okay, so we're going to role play here just a little bit. I'm going to position constructive criticism, all right? And there are ways that you can position it that people will either receive and respond well to, or they'll pull back. They'll go into hiding. They won't want to listen. They'll cut you off, shut you down. No more opportunity here, right? So, Brandy, role play. One of the Brandys. Brandy, I really do not like how you speak to me. You always speak to me with disrespect. I can never rely on you to talk to me, right? So I'm adding all these statements, right? You always act this way. You never treat me right. So I'm adding all these additional words. How do you feel? Anyone. How does it make you feel when someone approaches you this way? You never show up on time. You never do what I ask you to. You never care. You don't ever care about me. How do you feel? Mad? Jenna says mad. Anybody else? Failure? That's a big one, Richard. Because we have to be careful not to break people's spirits. If we break their spirits, will we ever get what we want? What else? What do you feel when I speak to you that way? Less than a failure. Beaten down. Okay, let me give it to you the other way, and the way I recommend. Because if you're intentional with it, you can come to Brandy. You can say, hey, Brandy, you know, it really bothered me today when you said you'd be there, and I didn't see you there. And this has happened more than one time. And it's not the first time that I've shared with you that this hurts my feelings, or it makes me feel as if you don't care about me. I need you to understand that that's not something that I feel that I should have to suffer through. I shouldn't have to feel as if you don't want to be here for me. I shouldn't have to feel as if you don't care about me. Brandy, knowing that that's how you make me feel, I mean, what is the solution here? What can we do? Because this doesn't feel right. It's not aligned with me. It's not aligned with my future. Because the people that are for me will show up for me. How does that make you feel? It might make you still feel like you did something, right? Because you didn't show up. So if you're ready to acknowledge that you didn't show up, and it has happened more than once, right? So this is where I'm talking about openness on the other side. I'm not telling you never do anything right. I'm telling you what I need, and I'm being very honest, and I'm not tearing down your character. I'm not approaching you in a way that makes you feel small. I'm telling you from my perspective what I need. More loving, Does it feel like constructive criticism rather than criticism that tears down our spirit? This is what I mean by showing up intentionally. There's two ways you can show up to every conversation. It matters how you word things. It matters. Your energy. If you're angry, go take a minute, Jenna. Because our anger is not because of them. It's because of how we feel. Show up with the intention of love. And love yourself in these moments. It's not wrong for you to say, this doesn't make me feel loved. This makes me feel the opposite of loved. But you say that you love me. So I'm confused. Because in my heart and mind, I believe that someone who loves me will be there. Or at least communicate when they can't make it, right? Some coaching signals. The pause protocol. You pause for 10 seconds. You slowed your breathing. You named your emotion. I feel hurt right now. I feel unloved right now. Nothing reduces nervous system reactivity better than naming it. Assertive communication, but also kind, honest, and open, but also kind. If you know that something already hurts this person, we know the people that we love. We know what they've struggled through. We know what triggers them. Sometimes we look at our spouses and we think, well, you don't do enough, or you're not doing enough to help me. But have we thought about why they may not do enough? Is there something in their spirit that has been beat down over time? Or maybe someone else beat it down and they came into this relationship allowing you to just take over and do it all because it's just easier. It's protection for them. Or maybe they're aggravated or resentful about some things that have been happening that aren't right. So it's like, as we talk through these things, I think it's important for us to acknowledge not only ourselves with authenticity, but to look at other people on a level that's not just here. If you look hard enough, you're going to find things to yell at me for. Shouldn't do that, Sarah. Shouldn't say that. I'm an imperfect human, and so are you, and so are they. The focus reset. Ask yourself, what things are in my control today? What things are not within my control today? Where am I spending mental energy unnecessarily? Good morning, Gladiator. Thank you. 5 more hearts. Jump up there, family. And then the thought audit. Write down the dominant thought repeating in this transition. What is the most dominant thought in your mind that keeps you from stepping forward, from connecting with others, from being authentic, from being open, from being real and honest with yourself even? I see you, Mark. So good to see you this morning. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Now ask yourself, is this dominant thought fact? Is it fear? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Gladiator. And I see you, Mark. So blessed this morning. That blesses my heart. Is this fact? Is this fear? Or is this assumption? Thank you, Michael. Sending love to you today. 4 more hearts. Challenge distorted thinking immediately. The more you challenge your distorted thought processes, your distorted thinking, it will become your habit to have and develop new thoughts, new ways of speaking to yourself and to others. Which affirmation do you love the most? I want to see yours in the chat. Thank you, Brandy. Number 1, I govern my emotions. They do not govern me. Or we choose number 2, I choose focus over fear. Or number 3, I carry a sound and steady mind. I'm going to give you a minute to type those. 1, 2, or 3, or all 3. And I'll be right back. I yield my life to you, Jesus.
Your way, your time, your will, and not mine. I surrender all. Your path, your plan, my life in your hands. I surrender all. Yeah. Your way, your time, your will, not mine. No. I surrender all. Your path, your plan.
I surrender all. Overcoming emotions that destroy. I love that. Powerful, Richard. All 3, but most definitely number 1. I see you, Jenna. Let me scroll up just a little bit more. Jacob, welcome to our family. Sending you lots of love. I have Brandy talk with number 1. Paula, 1, 2, and 3. Richard, 1, 2, and 3. All 3 for Dee Parker. Wholehearted, 1, 2, and 3, especially 1. Love that one. Jenna, I got you all 3, but most definitely number 1. All 3 for Doyle. I surrender all to you. I yield to you. I yield, I yield, I yield. I yield my life to you.
I yield it all.
What emotion has been the loudest in this transition? And when pressure rises, what is your default response? What would emotional leadership look like for you this week? Hi, Ash. Welcome this morning. 3 more hearts. If you're choosing governance over chaos, type the word authority into the chat. Authority. I am choosing for governance, self-leadership over chaos. Authority. I see you guys. Brandy, authority. Cold-hearted, authority. Authority in all caps for Richard. Wowza. Share this live right now with someone who needs emotional steadiness in their transition. And if this space is strengthening your leadership, your gifts help extend these teachings to others who are navigating their own sacred in-between spaces. I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I live in the mountains of North Carolina. Welcome to the Dwelling Place. Chapter 5, the cost of expansion. Expansion is prayed for, but it's rarely understood. We ask for more influence, more clarity, more impact, more visibility. But expansion is not simply addition. Expansion is a capacity increase. And capacity is stretched before it is strengthened. Isaiah writes, enlarge the place of your tent, stretch your tent curtains wide, do not hold back. Isaiah 54 verse 2. Notice the instruction here. Stretch. Stretching is not comfortable. It pulls on what's already built. With greater expansion comes greater exposure. Jesus said in Luke 12:48, to whom much is given, much will be required. Increase demands responsibility. Your emotional maturity must deepen. Your boundaries must strengthen. Discipline must sharpen. The sacred in-between space often exists because God is increasing your capacity quietly before he increases your platform publicly. If he expanded you before strengthening you, the weight would crush you. Tell me it wouldn't. If you're waiting to begin leading, if you're waiting for opportunity, if you feel that you haven't been given the opportunities that you see other people getting, are you ready for this opportunity? Are you ready for expansion? Are you ready for your heart to open up, for your mind to open up to other perspectives, for you to begin to see things from a perspective that is not one that you have been seeing from in the past, right? Even Joseph endured years between the promise and the palace. That waiting was not wasted. It built administrative wisdom, emotional endurance, and humility. The cost of expansion is refinement. The cost of discipline when no one sees. The cost is surrender when shortcuts are available. But what is built in hidden stretching will sustain public increase. I spent the last 5 years working from home. Haven't seen a lot of the people that I saw back in the day when my kids were in school and they were all in sports, and seeing people all the time. In the last 5 years, God changed my entire life. There was so much expanding I had to do. So much more. Open-minded, being willing to listen to others, to seek understanding with others instead of arguments, the need to be right all the time. So much expansion. But I spent time, weeks at a time sometimes, without going anywhere. I was working in Medicare, especially during seasons like annual enrollment where we're online all day, every day, 12, 14. So I felt at that time I was isolated. But during that time, I spent every morning waking up, preparing my mind for the day, connecting with God. This is where the work began, this internal expansion of my heart and my mind and my spirit. So you see, I needed this time away. I needed the time that I wasn't so busy, that I had time in the morning because I work from home. I didn't have to drive 40 minutes to work. I had extra time. You see how intentional God is? And throughout that work that I was doing in Medicare, I was training agents. I was in a live meeting. I was doing things like building trainings for agents. I was being so strategical around coaching and growing them from all areas. And it did become personal growth. It became about growing them as individuals, their expectations, their perspectives around what they could accomplish, what they were capable of, who they were, where they fit in. I had a sales agent one time that I promoted into management. But before I promoted him, he told me that he didn't fit in. He said he didn't fit in with that leadership, with leadership teams. He was worried about the color of his skin. He was also worried about his education level. He was worried about the things he had done in the past, his experience. I promoted him into management about a year after he had started selling with us. He was one of the best managers I had. His team ended up number 2 in the year 2023 in AEP season. 2024. So you see, we can go into roles and we can have all these labels and we can believe based on our past circumstances or our experiences or what environment we were born into or the color of our skin or how rich we've been, how much money we had. We can do all these things. We can stay focused on all of these and allow them to be limiting for us. Because if we stay focused on all these things and we don't fully know who we are, we will never accomplish the things that God has waiting for us, the success that is here for you, the career path, the leadership roles, the work that He has for you to do with Him. What does this mean for you, family? When you think about this, where are the areas in your life that you've been limiting yourself with self-limiting beliefs? And you don't even realize it. You haven't even recognized it. If this is the first time today that you have realized that you have been limiting your ability to be strong and to accomplish the things that you hope to accomplish, you should schedule your one-on-one. It will be life-changing for you on so many fronts. This is about wholeness. It's helping you be great in every area of your life. Professionally, personally, relationships, whatever it means. Thank you, Cash. Thank you, Brandy. So your capacity check. Ask yourself these questions. If my prayers were answered tomorrow, could I sustain them? Where would I feel overwhelmed? And what distractions must decrease? Whose voices must we dampen out? What parts of our past must we rise above? This exposes your readiness. Responsibility inventory. If you have your journals, write down these things. What responsibilities increase with expansion? What behaviors must tighten? What distractions must decrease? One of the biggest behaviors I saw change in me, going into a leadership role, I had to learn that I don't talk to everyone about everything. I don't share other people's journeys. I don't share their testimony. I don't go into it believing that I am, the only person who matters. I don't go into it believing that I'm always right, that I have to be right to be valuable. I can be wrong. I'm a human. So are you. I tightened up my conversations. I tightened up the way I spoke to people. I tightened up my approach overall. I was moved into leadership, a senior leadership role in less than 2 years. I moved from sales agent to manager to senior manager to leading 5 Medicare teams of agents. So if you think about this, I came from a poor family. We were on welfare. I'm quite familiar with the powdered milk and the welfare cheese and the dried bread you got. I wasn't born into a family with money. My family had 12 children. I'm number 7 of 12 in my family. So if I thought that where I was born or how much money I had or, if I was poor or not poor or... You see how your perspective is everything. You go into it believing that this is just my life. This is just all that I'm ever going to have. I'm not capable of anything more. No one around me has ever accomplished anything. Who cares? You say, my family didn't go to college? Go to college. Be the first one to get a degree. You say, my family was too poor? Go out here and create the life that you want, that you've always dreamed of. It doesn't matter what your family had. It doesn't matter who you were yesterday. It doesn't matter who you were 10 years ago. It does not matter. It matters who you are right now and who you will be as you step into the next season. Thank you, Tay-Tay. Who will you be? Will you stay stuck in your old patterns? Will you carry shame with you because of the way you grew up and how you felt rejected? Will you tell yourself you're too broken? I've done too many things wrong. I've sinned too much. I've done too many horrible sins. Will you continue this way? The stretch practice. Choose one area to stretch intentionally this week. Thank you, Miss Debbie. We met that one. Thank you guys so much. One area of your life that you will approach with the greatest intention you ever have this week. It could be things like, this week I am going to wake up earlier. This week, I'm going to tighten up on my spending because I'm realizing I'm stressed over my finances, but I'm spending too much. If I'm honest about it, I can do something about this. Maybe you're going to practice disciplined silence. Maybe you're going to strengthen your physical health this week. Maybe you're going to deepen your prayer time. Thank you, Brandy Talk. Which affirmation will you pick? Because you need to understand small stretches build large capacity. Affirmation number 1, I'm being strengthened for what I prayed for. Number 2, I welcome the stretch that prepares me for increase. Or number 3, my capacity is expanding safely and steadily. Drop yours in. I'll be right back. Love this song, David. Oceans. Let me see what you got. All 3 for Doyle. 1 and 2 for One of a Kind. 1, 2, and 3 for Paulo and Richard. See you guys. Wholehearted says, nope, I gave it all to God. I love that. Your questions. What level of expansion are you truly ready for? Where have you been asking for more increase without increasing your discipline? What internal shift would prepare you for your next level? If you have self-limiting beliefs this morning, drop your purple hearts in the chat. This is you saying, I have these belief systems that are not for me. They limit me on my ability to move forward. They make me stay small or go back and regress backwards instead of moving forward or stepping forward. They limit my belief that I am capable of things, that I can accomplish good things. Thank you, Mark. 4 more lights. If you feel yourself stretching into a new level, type the word stretching into the chat. Stretching. Expansion. Share this live right now with someone praying for more, but needing preparation. I see you guys. Mark with a bunch of purple hearts. Stretching, Cold-Hearted. Stretching, Tay-Tay. Stretching, D. Parker. Stretching, Brandy. If this space is helping you to expand wisely, your support matters tremendously. It helps us sustain and grow this work so that others can begin rising in strength. Go visit my Linktree. Schedule your one-on-one. Click the Donate Now page. Go make your tax-deductible donation into this work. Let's sow into this work every single day. I sow into it every day financially, energy, my mind, my effort, everything I do, I'm sowing into it. I'm asking you to begin sowing into it too. Chapter 6. Richard said stretching, Cold-Hearted with a purple heart. Self-limiting belief systems will destroy us. They will keep you living in environments that you never should have been a part of. They'll keep you doing things habitually because it's what is familiar to you. They'll keep you small. You won't use your voice. You won't speak when you need something. You'll allow things. You'll say yes to everything. Self-limiting beliefs will hold you back every single time. But what about guarding the ground that we've gained here? Because if you're in this family, you've been coming every day, you've gained some ground here already. If you're brand new here, you may just be starting your journey, which is okay. We all have to start somewhere. There's a dangerous moment after expansion. It's called complacency. Complacency. Apologies. People trying to call me. So you prayed for growth. We've endured the stretching season. We've endured the isolation. You survived the transition. Now we must guard what has been built. Nehemiah rebuilt the wall in Jerusalem, but once it stood, enemies tried to distract him from protecting it. His response was clear. I am doing a great work and I cannot come down. He responded in a way that I know that I am doing something great here. I'm not going backwards. I'm not coming down. Thank you, Mark. Expansion requires protection. That sacred in-between may have ended, but the stewardship of the new season has begun. 70K David. Scripture says in Proverbs 4, verse 23, we must guard our hearts. Guarding is active. It means you do not reopen doors that have been closed. You do not reattach to what you've been delivered from. You do not relax the disciplines that build your strength. Growth is not sustained by emotion. Growth is sustained by consistency. Jesus warned in Luke 11, verses 24 to 26, that when something unclean leaves, it seeks to return if the house is not filled. Translation: if you do not fill the new space intentionally, old patterns will attempt to reoccupy it. The sacred in-between prepared us. The new season tests us. And guarding what you've gained is the mark of maturity. Growth must be guarded or it will erode. Discipline sustains what emotion initiated. New seasons requiring new boundaries. Everything I do with Willow Tree Strategic Life Solutions and the Willow Way Foundation, all of this work is based on life circumstances and experiences and emotions that I lived in the middle of for so many years. But I took my emotions, I took my pain, my rejection, my fear, my abuse, and I turned them into something powerful for God. I don't live in the emotion anymore. I'm not affected emotionally by things that happened to me in my past because I did surrender those to God. And I said, God, I want you to take everything I've been through and turn it into something powerful. Turn it to something good. Look what he did. Some coaching tools here. Boundary reinforcement audit. He turned pain into power. Ask yourself, what boundaries are helping me to grow? Where have I started to loosen my boundaries? And what conversation or environment needs adjusting? Growth leaks through weakened boundaries. Your growth will leak out and everything you've accomplished will begin to creep back in. The old you will try to raise its, whatever head you want to call it. So we know that if we don't fill these spaces up, because now we've moved into a place that we need to fill all of our cracks in. And what can we fill them in with? I call it allowing Jesus to come and fill all my cracks in with gold. Every crack in my foundation, he has replaced with gold. He's helped me see and understand every circumstance in my life. I don't excuse behaviors, but I forgive them. I don't overlook people that hurt me, but I see why they hurt me, because they were hurting too. They were broken. They needed help. Feel the space exercise. As you write down, what habit did I eliminate? And what habit did I intentionally go to God and replace it? If nothing replaced it, this space is vulnerable. Be intentional here. How can I replace this old habit with new habits that are healthy for me, that bring the type of responses and outcomes that I am seeking? Thank you so much, Travis. One more, family. The cannot come down declaration. Identify your current assignment. Write it clearly. Thank you, Travis. You guys are the best. I love you so much. So we've identified our current assignment. What is our current assignment? If you're working on your marriage today, your current assignment is to figure out how to work through your marriage problems, how to connect with one another, how to meet each other differently than you have before, and how to be intentional in the ways you communicate. Open, honest, but also kind, helpful, right? I'm gonna give you truth, but I'm gonna position it in a way that it helps you and that it helps our circumstances, not in a way that hurts us more, not in a way that brings you pain or crushes your spirit. If we love one another, we don't want to see each other crying. We don't want to see each other in pain. We don't want to see each other struggling. 3 shining stars right now for anyone who's ready to jump in and help in a big way right now. So we've written down our current assignment. Thank you, Tay. I love you so much. What distractions are attempting to pull you away from the assignment or to pull you backwards or down? Commit to one focused action daily that protects your forward momentum. Thank you, Tay. I love you so much. Which affirmation resonates most in your heart right now? Number 1, I guard what God has built in me. Number 2, I do not return to expired seasons. Number 3, I protect my peace, my growth, and my discipline. Type your favorite. I'll be back in one moment. Sing a little louder. I see you, Richard, with 1, 2, and 3. All 3 for Cold-Hearted. Clutch with Shining Star. Thank you, Clutchy. You're the best. All 3. 3 for Tay. All 3 for Doyle. 1, 2, and 3 for Paulo. All 3 for Travis. I love it. It's a shining star. Where are you tempted to relax now that pressure has lifted? If you're in this season where you've been through the transition, you've been through the isolation, now you're stepping into the next season. Thank you, Cold-Hearted. Where are you tempted to relax now that pressure has lifted? Thank you so much. 2 more. What boundary strengthened me most during my transition? What must I consistently protect in this new season? Thank you. Thank you, David. If you're protecting your growth this morning, type guarding into the chat. Guarding. If this is you and you're ready to protect your growth, you're ready to stick to it, you're ready to stay focused with God, you're ready to stay in it to win it with us with Jesus, type the word guarding. To rest in the love, the peace, and the joy of God. 2 more, family. Shining stars. Share this live right now with someone who just came through a hard season and needs reinforcement. Thank you, Tay. 1 more. Best community ever. I love you guys so much. Every single one of you. If this space continues to strengthen your leadership and discipline, your support helps to sustain and expand this work. Important, so important what we do here, family. Thank you, Clutch. I love you so much, brother. Cold-Hearted says guarding. Let's see who else. Doyle with guarding. 80K, David. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Paula with guarding. Clutch with guarding. Cold-Hearted with guarding. Richard with guarding. David with guarding. How powerful is that? For you to say, I'm going to guard this next season. I'm going to guard my heart, my mind, and my spirit. I'm going to stay focused on God and His work that we are doing together, our stewardship together, guarding Travis. Do you know the blessing that I have on my life right now because I surrendered? I get to tell the world that I work for Jesus. I work for God. I work for the Trinity. How powerful is that? What if God is calling you into some sort of work with Him, a stewardship where you're a team and you're being led by Him, and He's telling you, you should go on TikTok. No, God, no. I'm not a TikToker. Please don't make me do it. I battled it for months and then I did it, and look what happens every day. I'm a natural. See, we question our abilities based on our past circumstances or what other people told us to be true. But God told me that I had what it takes. God said I'm smart enough. He said I've got everything I need, all the gifts I needed to come on here and be incredible. So you know what? I came on TikTok and I made a commitment to bring you something incredible every day. And every day I do. With God's help. With His guidance, with my focus being on Him in every season, in every moment. What does this mean for you? You think I'm something special? Am I something special? Yes. But so are you. So are you. Do you love TikTok this morning? I love TikTok Live. I love that I can come on live and I can do this and I can help you in these ways. It's amazing, isn't it? Thank you. I do have great skin. Thank you so much. So you typed the word guarding and you shared the live, right? With someone else you know needs this help. Because this is part of it. We can't keep this all to ourselves, family. We can't sit on it over here and act like it's not out here for the whole world, right? If this space is strengthening your leadership, I ask you to go to thewillowwayfoundation.com and make your tax-deductible donation today. Because as we continue to grow this and more people need our help, we have a lot of people who are ready to volunteer and start helping to coach, start helping to support people in their journey. But all of these things cost money. Even the adding another person to Calendly so that they can have their calendar. Even the littlest tiny things that you can think of. Content creation tools, information, training for them so that they're aligned completely with the foundation in this work that we do. So you're supporting so many things through your donation. And there is no better way to go out here and give back to the kingdom of God. There just isn't. There are all kinds of wonderful ways. So I'm not saying that other ways are not as good, right? I'm not trying to sit up here on a high horse and say I'm queen of the universe. That's not what's happening. Get where I don't have these calls coming through in the middle of live. Because if I put it on airplane mode, I'm not sure that works either, but I'll figure it out. So as we move into chapter 7 here, walking forward as an established version of yourself. 3 more, family. The sacred in-between was never meant to be permanent. Thank you, Brandy. We love ticky-tacky, don't we, Brandy? Never meant to be permanent. It was a passage. It was a refining corridor. A restructuring space. So you have this hope, right? If you're in this area where you're in this transitioning phase, know that this is where you are. You're being refined. It's a passage to the next season. You're being restructured. But now you do not stand confused. You stand established. Psalms 40, verse 2 says, He lifted me out of the pit. He set my feet upon a rock and established my steps. Notice the language. Lifted, set, establish. Transition lifts you. Surrender sets you. Maturity establishes you. You are not who you were when this began. You are steadier, more disciplined, less reactive, and more anchored. Colossians 2, verses 6 and 7. Just as you received Christ Jesus as Lord, continue to walk in him, rooted and built up. Established in the faith. Established people are not frantic. They're not easily shaken. They are not desperate for validation. They move with quiet strength. The new season does not require proving. It requires presence. And presence comes from rooted identities. 2 more. In the middle of your screen. The sacred in-between prepared you for this. To walk forward without looking back. To expand without fear. To lead yourself with emotional authority. Thank you, Clutch. To guard what you built. You are entering formed. Some coaching insight here. Transition is preparation. It is not punishment. Establishment is internal before it is visible. Forward movement requiring continued rootedness. Another in the fire this morning. Identify your integration statement. Complete this sentence for me. Because of this transition, I now walk as a person who blank. Type yours into the chat. Because of this transition, I now walk as a person who blank. We're going to lock in this growth right now. Share yours. We're going to enjoy this song for a moment and just take a deep breath. I want to give you a lot of time. Because of this transition, I now walk as a person who blank. I'll be right back.
Oh, my dead left it's happening. No one. I'm no longer a slave to my sin anymore. And should I fall in the space between what remains of me and this reckoning? Either way, I will bow to the things of this world. And I know I will never be alone. There is another in the fire, standing next to me. There is another in the waters, holding back the seas.
Who's holding back your seeds this morning? Because of this transition, I now walk as a person who is strong. Because of this transition, I now walk as a person who is fully connected and engaged in the work of God, the kingdom of God. Fully engaged, all in, fully focused. My ADHD, I found the thing I love the most in life. And it's so exciting. It's so powerful to hyper-focus on something that is good for me and good for mankind. I mean, think about this. But what if I stayed backwards? What if I stayed back here? What if I kept myself small and silent? What if I said I'm too poor, or I'm too loud, or too blonde, or too silly? What if? What if that was me? One more, family. I love TikTok. One more. We're locking in this growth. I see what you've done in me, God. I see the change and the transition and the expansion that I've experienced walking with you. And I'm ready to expand even more. I'm ready for everything that you have waiting. I'm ready for you to bring it on because it's time. I feel it. Yesterday we were awarded our very first grant for the foundation. You have no idea how much work has gone into this. You have no idea how much passion, how much time, how much energy. You have no idea. But you know what? I stayed in it. Every single day I showed up. Every day I brought something to you to heal, to grow and expand you and your capacity, to help you see your life the way God looks at you, with potential, with power, with love. So you see what happens when you stay in it and you don't give up. Thank you, thank you. You see what happens when God is at work with us. I can't wait to help people even more. I can't wait. Every dime that He gives me in my own life personally, what I earn through my work, I will pour it back into the lives of others. You just wait. I will pour everything I have out into this world because that is who I am. I'll guard my heart. I'll show up for myself and I'll show up for others. I'll go to Jesus when I need discernment, when I need peace, when I need comfort, when I need to feel accepted and loved. I know where to go. I don't look to people for things that I should look to God for. I don't rely on people not to ever fail me because I know the truth. They will. They will every time. In some capacity, others will let us down. God never lets me down. He's with me every single day. He shows up here every single morning. What does this mean, family, for you? What if? What if you decided that you're going to walk with God today? What if you decided that you accept Him and all of His truth, mercy, and grace? What if? What would change in your life? Forward strategy mapping. Write down one priority for this new season. Gold medals are the gift this time. So anybody that wants to jump in, thank you guys so much for today. Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much. One priority for this new season. And then I want you to write down one boundary to protect this new season. Thank you, Cass. Sending you love. Welcome back this morning. So good to see you. And then I want you to write down one daily discipline to sustain this boundary. Forward movement needs structure. I love order. I'm someone who loves order. I love for things to be clean. I love for things to be organized. I don't always have order in the way that I want, and that causes me anxiety or stress, right? I love structure. I love consistency. The no return commitment. List 3 things you refuse to return to. Is it a mindset? I refuse to return to my mindset that I am incapable of doing better, that I am incapable of achieving more, that I am incapable of providing for my family in the way that I want to, that I'm going to refuse to return to this thinking, this thought pattern, this way of thinking, this mindset. And then write down one behavior you refuse to return to. I'm not going to fight anymore. I don't have to prove myself. I'm going to talk about things openly with honesty and compassion for how other people may receive it. What is one environment you're going to refuse to return to? This is a tough one. I isolated myself from even my own family for a bit. I had to process a lot of things, a lot of confusion, a lot of pain, a lot of fear that was attached to my family. Generational curses, alcoholism, abuse, domestic violence, even sexual abuse as a child. So you see why I needed this time away from everyone. You see why I had to process and reorganize and restructure my life. Because I did not want to stay where I came from. I did not want that to be my children's future and their children's future. Clarity preventing regression. Which affirmation will you claim this morning? Number 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, I am established, not uncertain. Number 2, I move forward, rooted and steady. Or number 3, what was built in me cannot and will not be shaken. Chain breaker. 1, 2, and 3 for Richard. Anybody else? 2 more gold medals, family. Let's do it. Paulo, 1, 2, and 3. Three for Mark. Mark, it's so good to have you join us every day. It's a blessing. And I feel quite confident it'll bless your family too. Cold-hearted, all 3. Travis with 1, 2, and 3. Hi, Tom. Welcome to our family. If you're new here, jump into the chat. We have open communication back and forth. A lot of questions, a lot of thought-provoking questions or journaling prompts. We have affirmations for you every segment. We talk through things that are difficult for us to talk through as humans, and we do it openly with compassion and empathy and with love every single time. Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much. What strength is this transition building in you? Where do you feel more stable than you were before? What does walking established look like for you this week? If you're walking forward as the established version of yourself, type the word established into the chat. Share this live right now with someone who is in their sacred in-between season and they need hope. Share my link tree. Go click on it after the live and share it with all your family members. Share it with all your friends. Tell them this girl is someone we all need because she's walking with God this morning and she's bringing truth to the world and she's not judging or shaming or rejecting us. She's welcoming everyone in the way that Christ would. And she's saying, I see your potential, not your failure, not your past, not who you've been. I see who you are becoming. I see who you have the potential to become. Established. If the series is strengthening you, your gifts and your support help sustain this space and help keep me in it. Being able to do it without harming my family, without not being responsible for my own family, right? Because much of the work that I do is for free. Most people can't afford life coaching. That's just the sad truth. Life coaches are paid pretty good. Like if I was just a regular life coach and I said, I'm just going to build my Willow Tree Strategic Solutions business, you can go on and see what the prices are for people who can pay. But if you can't pay, there's no excuse for you to say, I can't do this. I shouldn't do this for myself. You have someone offering it to you for free based on your individual circumstance. Why would you not go schedule? PC says everyone loves Sarah. I haven't found a coaching client that is not happy. I really haven't. And that's the honest to God truth. It's because before every conversation, I prepare. I breathe. I spend time with God. I welcome God in to every conversation. And do you know what he does? He transforms lives through my work, through my words that he provides me. Without God, I have nothing. Without God, I am nothing. Without God, I cannot do this alone. Without you, without community, without support, we can't grow this. Chapter 7. We've walking through this passage. We've stepped through the threshold. We've said yes to God. Becoming a bridge for others. Is that not the next step? If you're a believer, do you believe the next step is for you to become a bridge for others? Just like I have. I need an exercise class too, Doyle. I need to go take a long run is what I need. Get some of this energy out. The sacred in-between was never only about your comfort zone. It is about your capacity to carry others. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4, God says, it says here that God comforts us in all of our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive. What? I'm supposed to bring the same comfort to you that God is providing me? Your transition was training. Your instability is education. Your stretching is equipping. What nearly broke us now positions us to strengthen someone else. In Luke 22, verse 32, Jesus tells Peter, when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. Notice he does not say if, he says when you return back, strengthen your brothers. Failure, fear, transition. All of it becoming fuel for leadership when surrendered. The sacred in-between built emotional authority in you so that when others are shaking, you do not shake with them. You steady them. That is influence, not volume, stability. Moses stood at the Red Sea, not only for himself, but for the people who were behind him. Someone had to stand steady so that others could walk forward. Your transitions refine you into that kind of leader. The new season is not simply a blessing. It's about stewardship. When you emerge established, you become a bridge. Stewarding with God every day. I'm working with you, God. What are we going to do today? What truth do we need to bring forward today? Whose lives will be impacted today through this work, God? A stabilizing presence in rooms where others are still disoriented. Your transition increasing your capacity to lead others. Hey, Doquan. Stability creating influence. What you survive becomes what you steward. Here's your final coaching tool for today. Strength transfer reflection. Thank you, Cupcake. I love you so much. Thank you. Anybody willing to jump in? I need 5. Let me see what it is. Can't remember what these things are called. There's so many of them. 5 night stars. If you're ready, if you're willing to jump in and help me meet this last goal. What did this season teach you about resilience? How can I use this lesson to serve others? Where am I uniquely qualified to speak because I've walked through it, Cass? Thank you so much. Your scars become your skill. Bridge builder exercise. I want to ask you to identify one person you can encourage today. Identify one truth you can share publicly. Maybe you do it on your TikTok. Maybe you share it on Facebook. What's one truth that God has shown you through your transition, through your growth and transformation, that you can spread out into the world. Identify one space where you can begin to show up steady with consistency every single time. Leadership begins small. You've got to start somewhere. It can be a micro action. It can be a tiny little space. But see what happens when you take back power in your environments, and what happens when you begin to lead yourself into every space. Thank you, Amelia. Welcome. Love you too. 3 more night stars. Your influence alignment check. Ask yourself, am I leading here from ego or from expertise? From experience? Am I reacting here or am I responding? Am I building something sustainable here, or will it collapse under the weight because I haven't prepared my heart for it? Legacy is built intentionally. Thank you, Amanda. Which affirmation do you love the most? Thank you so much, Amanda. Good to see you this morning. Wholehearted says, by His grace and mercy, I share my experience, strength, and hope. Richard said he's leading from experience, not ego. Affirmation number 1. My growth equips me to strengthen others. Number 2, I lead from steadiness, not insecurity. Number 3, my transitions were preparation for impact. Your impact. The one that only you can bring to the world because only you are gifted in this way. 1, 2, and 3 for Richard. 2 more night stars, family. Hey, Mama, we love you so, so much. What benefits from the strength you built? What or who benefits from the strength you are building in this season? What wisdom did this sacred in-between space produce in me? How have I grown in strength? How am I stronger? How have I changed up my approach? How have my perspectives changed? How have I grown in empathy or compassion? Am I more accepting of others' flaws and understanding that they have brokenness too? Where are you being called to lead differently now? Where are you being called to lead differently? If you're ready to lead from strength, type the word bridge into the chat. I want to see as many of these as possible. If you don't want to type the word, you can put a purple heart. That always suffices. If you are ready to lead from strength, type the word bridge or place your purple heart. This is you acknowledging and taking ownership that we haven't always led this way, right? None of us have. No human has always led from strength. No human has always led from a place of self-leadership. We don't learn this. It's not taught in school. Why not? We learn math that we don't even do. What math do we actually use? I divide, I multiply, right? But why are we not teaching our children self-leadership skills? Why is this not a part of their curriculum? How to self-regulate, how to lead yourself in every circumstance, how to be strong, how to breathe when you need to, how to manage your emotions, how not to lash out and yell at people. Why are we not doing that, Matthew? That should be a part of every child's curriculum, and it should be covered every single year. I'm going to fight for that one day. Y'all just wait. You'll see me at the legislative building. I have connections there. I used to lobby back in the day. I have people that will remember who I am. And I'm going to walk in there proudly and say, look, I have some concerns about the North Carolina state curriculum for children in elementary and high school. Just wait. I'll prepare myself. I'll walk in like I own the place, and I will talk freely and openly with honesty and compassion and passion, right? This has to change, and here's why. I have so much proof of it. I have so much proof that if we teach people the right way, They want to do what is right. Children want to do what is right. Let's teach them the right way. If this series has strengthened you, I ask you to go to my website, thewillowwayfoundation.com, and make your tax-deductible donation. If you need one-on-one life coaching support, you understand that you are at the threshold, right? And you're afraid. You're afraid to step through the door and fully surrender it all and just say, I'm ready for this next season. I'm ready to be molded and shaped as God sees fit so that I can begin stewardship with God. I can begin my work with Him. I can begin to go out here and spread His message of truth and love across the universe. Go schedule with me. You won't regret it. Go see my link tree. It is in my profile. All the resources there for you. All the tools you need. In closing today, there are seasons in life where you feel like you're losing ground, but you're actually gaining depth. The sacred in-between space was never meant to weaken you. It's meant to refine us, to confront what was unstable, to prune what was unnecessary, to stretch your capacity, to teach you self-leadership and governance, to build roots that circumstances cannot shake. You did not walk through this transition by accident. You're not standing at the doorway of the transition by accident. God is working on your behalf. Every shift, every discomfort, every moment of uncertainty is shaping something stronger in you. Scripture says, let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. James chapter 1, verse 4. Nothing was wasted, not in the confusion, not in your grief, not in your lonely season. All of it is forming us, molding us, and refining us. Now we walk forward out of this life differently. We're not frantic, we're not panicking, we're not desperate, we're not clinging to our past. I encourage you to walk out as the established version of yourself. Walk out disciplined. You walk steady. The sacred in-between has done its work. And what is built in you cannot be shaken by the next storm or the next storm. You have God to rely on. Know where to go. Know what to do. This is not the end of transition. This is the beginning of walking forward, formed, ready. Go forward today rooted. Guard what we built here. Guard what you are building for yourself, for your family, for your environment. Lead from steadiness and trust that every future shift will find you stronger than the last. If this space strengthens you, stay connected with us. Follow, share, like, go to all of my social media accounts and follow them immediately after the live. Do that for me. If you can't afford to support gifting or you can't go make a donation today, follow me. Share my post. Pray for me. Pray for us. This is our community. It belongs to all of us. If this work feeds you consistently, if it grounds you, if it stretches you, sharpens you, and your support is what sustains it. Your gifts here help extend these conversations to people who are navigating trauma, transitions, and transformation without any guidance. When you give, you're not just supporting me, you're helping me to build these spaces where people can continue to grow as the most authentic, steady, and strong version of themselves. Schedule with me. Follow me. Share. Support. And walk forward established. I want to thank every single one of you for being here today. I want to thank you for coming every single day and supporting this work. I want to thank you for going into this for yourselves and for your families. Jesus sees you. God sees us. He sees this work, this difficult work that we are doing together as we outgrow our past and we recognize that stepping into our today and our tomorrow is all we have. Thank you for everything you do for me, family. If anybody has anything you'd like to share around today, some thoughts about how you're leaving. Yes, April, my link tree is in my profile. There are all kinds of resources there for you and the means to go on and support my work and this work that we do together every day. As we open this, we welcome more people in. We want everybody who wants to serve to have a place of involvement. And you are serving by donating. You are serving by coming every day, sharing these lives, going on and thinking about creatively, what can you do to walk in stewardship with God today? We all work for Him. If you belong to Him, we are here to steward with Him. We are here to bring something to mankind. We are here to spread our testimony across the universe. Thank you so much, family. I have 2 more night stars I need, so if anybody wants to knock those out, we're going to wrap up this morning. This has been The Dwelling Place with Sarah Elizabeth. I'll leave the song on for you for a few minutes for you guys just to relax for a minute. I love to do that after live. I love to play music for just a little bit, and it kind of helps me to regroup and come back from this mode I get into, right? I'm all in for you guys. I want you to know it's time for you to go all in for yourself. And it's time for you to think about the ways that you can go all in and begin supporting yourselves appropriately. But also, how can we support the people that we love more appropriately? How can we teach them how to treat us and allow them to teach us how to treat them based on their experience? Thank you, April. So I don't know who here has been inspired this morning, but I hope that someone leaves. It is for the one every single day, and I know that there's someone. I want to ask you before I leave, because I didn't do this yet. I want to invite you to join our community here, but also I want to invite you to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Jesus is the chain breaker. That is the truest change you will experience being here on earth. Allowing Jesus to fully come in and cover you in grace. Allowing Jesus to bring comfort to you in the moments when you feel uncertain. Allowing Jesus to walk with you every day. Some days carrying you even. It is a surrender, and it's saying, Jesus, I believe in you. I believe you died for my sins. I ask your forgiveness for my sin. And I ask you to begin showing me the right way to light up my path from this day forward so that I can see you and so that I can see myself in the way that you see me, so that I can begin to see others through your eyes. Jesus, I totally surrender my life to you, and I want to begin walking with you from this very moment into the next season and the next one and the next one. I accept your grace. I accept your mercy. I accept your love. If you prayed that prayer this morning, share a purple heart, something to let us know. Let the world know that you are now a member, a part of this family and this community in the kingdom of God. I thank you so much for being here, and I don't ever want to leave alive without inviting you to accept Christ. This is for Him. So, one last gift, one last night star. As you head out into your day, go tell someone about Jesus. Go let them know how valuable they are to the kingdom of God, and that surrender truly is simple, and it is something that everyone should do. Because if we don't ever know Him, if we don't ever fully accept grace, will we ever live a life of fullness? Will we ever achieve our fullest and highest becoming? Will we step into power and into the future that God has planned for us? This has been The Dwelling Place, and I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back here together with new content for you, new powerful truth, new insight, and new ways to help you grow. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you tomorrow, family. Thank you, Cupcake. I see you. You guys are the best. Will we stand with our arms wide and our hearts abandoned? I will. Every day.